Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully, you guys saw the uh, that I scheduled it and people saw it. So, I'll give people a few minutes to come in and hopefully somebody will come. We'll see. I got my coffee. Everybody must be getting their coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Fine, and start the other thing. Mm, I was going to go on for about an hour. Hopefully, somebody will join. Actually, I think I'm going to go down the hook size. This is 5.5. I think I'm going to go down to a 5 for my hat. So that way. Oh no, where's my 5? Ah, I have a 4. I have a 6. Where's my Susan Bates 5? Uh oh. I might just be sticking with my set. 5.5. Oh, wait, there it goes. I think 5. Ooh, sorry, guys. I do not know. Hello? Sure, you have, but I don't own a car. Ha, isn't that funny? My car's warranty. I don't own a car. So I don't have a car warranty. So, okay. This may just turn into a regular let's talk to yourself today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wait, I gotta figure something out. Two things. I'm making a hat. If anybody cares if you're watching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we'll do 37, 38. Who's here? Whoever you are, please say hello. Oh my god, why is my computer not? It says 2 participants. So, who are you? I would like to know. Oh my god, my mouse isn't working. Come on, where are you? It left. Where is my mouse? Okay, there you go. Wait, there you go. Now my keyboard's not working. Like, seriously, it's the rain. One thing, it's... Oh my god, seriously? And this is why I don't do live chats. Because nothing is working. Why me? Why me? My live chat isn't working. My stream isn't working. What the heck is going on? I wonder if... Hold on. Yeah, it's my keyboard. My keyboard's not working. But my batteries are fine. My lovely son is like... There it goes. Like, there's something wrong with this keyboard. Okay. It's a rainy day here in Philly. So if this doesn't, nobody comes to visit me within the next, I don't know, 10 minutes? I'm going to set my alarm for 15 minutes. And if within 15 minutes, nobody comes to see me, hey Siri, set my alarm for 15 minutes.
I've set an alarm for 10.
Nobody comes to visit, then I'm just going to delete this live chat and give up. Because every time I try to do a live chat, I get 2, and they are 100 grams. So I have 400 grams of wool. In the meantime, while I'm sitting here waiting for someone to come visit me so I don't look like a crazy person, I'm going to look up a shawl. Crochet. Wait, what is it that I'm looking at? Okay. On Ravelry and see what's what. Percent 300 to 400. I want, doesn't matter. Let's see what I can find. One. That's not. Pretty sure. Ravelry sometimes gets on my nerves because when you say free download or Ravelry download, even paid patterns come up, and I really am not looking to pay for a pattern. So it's annoying because I didn't ask for a paid pattern. Why is it doing? Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Still nobody. So I look like a crazy person. But I know that I'm not. What I'm looking for is a shawl design that might be a little bit easier to work with. That would be easy for me to make quickly with 400 grams of yarn, so I don't have to purchase more yarn. That looks too intricate. That's definitely too intricate. I want something. No. No. I mean, that's cute. I'm looking on I don't even know what I'm looking on. Allfreecrochet.com. I might just do a granny shawl and put oh, that's nice. Princess Diana vintage crochet shawl. see if there's a picture. I don't see one. Oh, it's also not in. Okay. It's it's not triangular. I got one like, okay, but nobody came to visit and talk. So I'm not talking because nobody's here to talk to. So if you guys come and talk to me, I keep looking up, but that's cute. I can do without the bobbles though. Hmm. Since it's for my mother-in-law that I'm looking to make the shawl for, I don't want something too fancy. Not because I don't love her, but because it's a Christmas present and Christmas is only like what, a month away, just about. So, you know, I might just do a triangle shawl. I want something that when she's sitting watching TV, she can just throw it around her. I don't know what I just did. Hey, left is right crochet with Sandy. Hi, Sandy. I'm doing well. I've been sitting here for the last 15 minutes talking to myself. Just waiting for someone to come in, you know. I figure maybe it's just too early in the morning. It is hard to get started, especially when you don't do lives very often and you don't have many subscribers. So, I was looking for on All Free Crochet a shawl for my mother-in-law to crochet. I was gonna do the cakes and candles shawl, but then I only have 400 grams of yarn or 4 balls of yarn. Um, yeah, it is weird weather, and yeah, my in Philly it's like rainy and miserable, and it is Halloween, and I thought about all that. A lot of stuff going on in the schools. So, I mean, my kids' school, my high schooler, she dressed up this morning for whatever it is that they're doing in her school. But my 4-year-old, they do like a literacy type Halloween type parade. They don't do Halloween where the kids can dress up in whatever they want. They dress up as book characters. They pick a book in the class and they choose a theme. And my middle one, my older one, their teacher just said they could dress up as long as it was appropriate. So she just did. I think she did like a kitty cat, but instead of cat ears, she did 2 buns in the shape of cat ears. It was cute. I did the cakes and candle shawl. for myself, and I really liked it, but I'm afraid I might have to buy more yarn for the yarn I'm using because I had, well, maybe not, because I used Ice's Saver, which is, I think it's a 200-gram ball. Hold on, I got a ball right here. It's 200-gram ball, and I used like half a ball. I think it was like Red Heart Super Saver I had in purple, and a purple color I like. And I'm not sure what the grams or the measurements of the Super Saver is, but I mean it's pretty big, so I might just do that. But I'm kind of afraid I would have to buy more yarn, and I really didn't want to have to order yarn off of Hobium. Not that I don't want to, obviously, but I'm starting to want to Christmas shop for my kids, so I kind of have to put yarn buying to the side. And I don't want to run out of yarn. So I may just do a granny triangle and put some fringe on it, or like put two tassels on the ends. So, what have you been up to? What are you making or doing or drinking or reading? I'm drinking cold coffee. Yeah. I mean, it's two of us in the house with income. So, I mean, my husband, I don't do extravagant gifts. My older one, obviously, she knows Santa's not real. But she kind of goes along with it for my 4-year-old. But I think she also goes along with it for my 4-year old. But I kind of say, tell mommy what you want me to tell Santa you want for Christmas. You get one large item, and then I just kind of throw in other stuff that I know they would like. So, and when I say large item, I mean like whatever, like anything up to $50 for one thing. Ombre and what? What yarn did you use? I saw. Um. Oh, there's my alarm. I set it for 15 minutes, and I said if anybody didn't come in 15 minutes, I was giving up. What yarn did you use for the blanket? Was it Red Heart? Okay, Red Heart Ombre. Um, I I like Red Heart. I don't use it very often because um now that I work at AC Moore, I discovered AC. Well, I've always known about it, but I was always afraid to use it. The AC Moore Stitch Studio, and it's softer than the Red Heart, so I kind of just gravitated towards that. But that was even before I worked at AC Moore. So yeah, the I haven't seen it. I haven't, like the mandala ombre. I haven't seen that yet. It depends on the store because my store that I'm at, um, they have good yarn, but it's not like they don't get a lot of new yarn in. Like when you see like Crystal and everybody going to Joann's and Michael's, and there's a Michael's literally like down the road from where I work. It's literally like two, I want to say 2 blocks, but it's not literally blocks. It's like 2 stoplights, which are long lights because it's like a boulevard type, like highway, almost like a highway type strip. Um, and I want to go in there, but then I feel like a traitor. But yeah, I mean, like the AC Moore I work at, They have some good things, but their selection is not large. That's not their house brand. Like they have Lion Brand, they have Premier, they have Vanish Choice, but they're small sections. It used to be larger, but they redid this store not too long ago. But that was before I was working in there, and I think they made the yarn section smaller. My favorite place to get yarn, I don't know, any place, as long as it's affordable. Um, I like Ice, but I'm trying not to order too much yarn. Um, I like Hobium, and I like the yarn I ordered from, like the yarn I ordered for my mother-in-law. Like it was more of a test type thing. Like, let me see um, what it's about, and I like it. I like Hobby. I mean, I like all of them, but if I have to choose a local, I would say it's either the Joann's because they have a very large yarn selection. It's not close to me. It's like maybe a half-hour drive, but not that far. Because it's not like it's jump on the boulevard, which is like a highway kind of type thing, and go. It's close to my husband's job, so he doesn't mind. It's like a straight shot. It's not like I gotta um, go here, there, and everywhere else. Or AC Moore, because that's what's available close to me. The Walmart by me, the closest Walmart to me that I go to on a regular basis, their yarn selection is pitiful. It used to be bigger, and when they redid the well, because it was a new Walmart. It's a super Walmart, and you would think when they first opened it after they built it, it was huge, like a huge yarn selection, and then within a year, like they downsized all the, like it feels smaller in there even though it's the same store. It's like they crammed more stuff in instead of making certain sections just big. Like even their electronics section was huge, now it's smaller. Like they cram more stuff into the store instead, so to make it like a superstore. um and then the other closest Walmart to me is also on the Roosevelt Boulevard. Their yarn section's a little bit bigger, like it's a whole aisle, but I haven't been there because it's like a horribly busy store, and Walmart is busy anyway. So can you imagine? Like it's double what it would. It's just crazy in there because it's right off a main road, so everybody goes in there, and it's next to a Home Depot. So, um, but I used to love when I was little. My mom, when Kmart, if you know what a Kmart is, um, they used to have like a whole big corner of yarn and sewing and needle arts and stuff. And I used to walk the whole, because when my mom used to crochet, I used to walk the whole yarn and just touch the yarn. Even though I didn't crochet, I always wanted to. I used to love going in the yarn. And then they got rid of it. And so they got rid of it, I think, when AC Moore started popping up. And then Kmart started to dwindle. Can I come live with you? We can go yarn shopping every day. We can go fondle all the yarn every day. Yeah, where I'm at in Philadelphia, there's a Joann's, but again, it's like maybe like I said, like a 30-minute drive, if that, depending on traffic. It's a straight shoot, but it's not like close. Like I can jump in my car and I can go, but you know, it's like going I live like a half hour from my mom, so it's like the same distance. The Michaels again, I can still jump on a bus if I wanted to, or have my husband jump on and go straight, like it's straight shoot. So it's not like out of the way where I have to stop and go or get off one and go another place. But again, it's just a distance. It's easy to get to, but it's a distance. They closed all the Kmart's here in Philly too, and it's kind of sad. Do you remember it used to be before it was Target? It was Ames, Ames, and then it was Caldor, or I might be flipping it. It might have been Caldor and then Ames, and then it became Target. That was my other go-to. And before Martha Stewart was exclusive for Kmart, she used to be in, I think it was Caldor. Yeah, no, it's kind of like Target took it was I think it was Ames, and then Caldor took it over, and then Target took it over. And they were because it was the competitor of Kmart. And then Sears bought Kmart, and then Sears closed down, so Kmart closed down, which is sad because I loved Kmart. Kmart was like where we did all our shopping too. Now it's Target and Walmart, and Target is like super duper expensive depending on what you're going for. And Walmart is super duper busy, and their quality of products aren't always that great. Like there are certain things that go in Walmart for like some foods, like milk and like coffee and stuff like that. Um, like certain things, but like I don't clothes shop in like. Okay, I'm lying. I do. I'll clothes shop in Walmart depending on what I'm buying, because if it's t-shirts or stuff like that. But if I'm gonna get dressed up and stuff, no. But Walmart seems to have declined in quality because they used to have this line called Seeds, and this is going back when like my almost 15-year-old was like 2. And they were like organic cotton, like lounge pants and t-shirts, and they were affordable, and they were like the nicest thing in the store within the women's section. It was like comfy clothes. This is before like yoga pants, and I had like every color t-shirt and every color pants because I was at that time uh, pregnant, and they were comfy. And then they got rid of it, and now their stuff is like faded glory, which is fine, but they don't last. The faded glory jeans do not last. I'm crocheting a chain for a hat. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I didn't finish my half double. What is your favorite thing to crochet? Like, do you have a favorite thing you like to crochet? Keep doing this. So I'm squinting because I'm not wearing my glasses because I can't. They bother me. So I'm squinting at the chat. I wish there was a way to change the Oh, that's so sweet. Yarn. I wish my husband would buy me yarn. He doesn't tell me it's not okay to buy yarn because it's my own money that I work for. So he doesn't, as long as it's not like me not spending money that goes for something else, and it's like extra. Like it's not my money I'm gonna pay a bill with or something like that. It's my extra money. He doesn't care. But it looks like I wish I could show you from my desktop, but I can't. my section that's like right here. He said it's starting to overflow. I actually overflow over the weekend or on Sunday. I actually went through my yarn and thinned it out with stuff I knew I wasn't going to use. Maybe some sock yarn. I'm going to donate it to my son's class for their craft section. What kind of yarn did he buy you? Do you know, or is it going to be a surprise? I didn't know Target sold yarn. Do they sell yarn online? Because in stores, I've not seen yarn. At least I know some Targets do, but in my stores, I haven't seen them. And I always look because I've heard they do sell it in store. Okay. Okay. But he got this from Target's website? I've seen people haul Target yarn. Not recently, but a while ago. Like they were carrying, I think it was Crystal. Was it Crystal? Hold on, I'll tell you in 1 second. I'm gonna go look on my phone because I'm pretty sure Target yarn haul. Oh, I can't spell. Target yarn video. Yeah, it was Crystal from Bag O' Day. There's also one Llama Mama, but it was Crystal that I saw. It's called handmade. What is it called? Hold on, I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh, now I'm gonna have to go. Wait, hold on. See, now I gotta go to Target.com and check this out real quick because you have made me curious. Handmade modern, yeah. It's like 200 meters. Okay, yeah, all right. I see that. They have the cones. I don't. Hmm. Well, this is. Oh, well, you can't see that because it's on the phone. But they do have cakes of yarn, handmade modern. I don't. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see that because of the glare. But it kind of looks like it's 200 meters. Let's see. 100-gram ball for $4. Nah, I'll pass. I'm cheap. Yeah, I saw that. It's 5 pounds of yarn, full skin. I saw that. I saw that listed. It's where is it at? I just saw it. It was Pepperell assorted craft yarn, 5 pounds for $29.65. Was it soft? I don't know. That's why I don't like to like certain things, if I've never seen it before, I don't like to purchase. And I say this because the one time I bought Millens from Hirschner's, I know it's kind of like a grab bag type thing, like a surprise. I've seen the Millens obviously in AC Moore and stuff, but at that time when I first started um, getting into, it's when I first started getting back into knit and crochet, and I was finding, I was like, oh, you can order, I didn't know that there was these websites that sold yarn like Hirschner's and Knit Picks, and I was kind of like just you know wading into the water of the yarn world, and I was I was shopping online, but I was trying to be budget conscious, and so I was like, oh, okay, I'll do this, and I got these Millens, and they were this chocolate brown chunky yarn, and it was horrible yarn. Like, it wasn't horrible yarn, it was soft yarn, and I actually made a granny square type blanket with it. But it was like, okay, what am I going to do with this chocolate brown yarn that doesn't go with anything? Like, I didn't even have anything to mix it with, and I was afraid to order more because I didn't know what I was going to get. So I never ordered a Millen again. But now I go through the Millen bags that whenever I go in any store. Like hemp. Huh. I guess you could use it for like when you make pumpkins, like if you make pumpkins like the hold on, let me show you. Let me show you. Because I bought, let me see if it's on my pumpkin. Okay. So this isn't hemp. It's, I think this is jute string, but you can use it for like that if it's like a brown color. That's what I bought a roll of it, and I'm like, oh, I could use it for that. Well, if it's like hemp, I don't know what hemp feels like, but if it's anything like this, I don't know if you can see it. It's that jute twine type yarn. Then you could probably use it for something like just decorations to decorate stuff. Or you can use it to make wreaths, like wrap around a wreath form and make like a Thanksgiving Day type wreath. Use it for like if you buy like a foam wreath thing from like the Dollar Tree, there's enough, wrap it and make like a twine like wreath, and then make crochet like leaves and stuff, and do that. Okay, but jute is kind of rough too, so I mean, but it's not as it maybe not as rough because it's kind of like smooth. I mean, it's not smooth, but it's smooth enough that it doesn't irritate. So see, I'm always coming out with good ideas. Thank you. I actually had a customer in work the other day, and she had to do this project for. She's in medical school. They wanted them to do either a sketch of a medical clinic or a hospital, like floor, like a wing of a floor, or a 3D version of it. And she was looking for like wooden furniture, and but she needed like a desk and computers and stuff like that. And I said, we didn't carry stuff like that, and I did send her to Michael's just in case. We do that. We're allowed. But I told her, use Legos or use clay and make it. It doesn't have to have, you know, it's just got to be the form of it. Like you'll know it's a computer screen by the shape of it and where it's located. And she's like, that's a good idea. I'm I um try to be thrifty when it comes to things. Like I don't like to throw stuff away unless I couldn't really find the use for it. Um or a way to repurpose it. So even if it's, or if you have something and you don't know what to do with it, oh well, why don't you try this? So I'm good like that. My daughter's always like, Mom, I have a project to do and I need ideas. And I have too much time on my hands. Yes, I do. I guess I have the ability to think outside the box. I think that has. I think that I think that comes with having kids. That sometimes you gotta be create like imaginative. Like I have a good imagination. Um, and I hope I pass that on to my kids. Uh, and sometimes my husband says I do not have the ability to think outside the box. He's like, you think outside the box, like whatever the conversation is, or you know, if we're trying to figure something out or do something. And I'm like, what? So I have my dumb moments too. Yes, we do, but I don't know how. I mean, you know, I pass the word on. That's about it. I mean, I don't know if maybe it's because I don't do tutorials and giveaways and stuff like that, but I'm not, you know, I'm not a tutorial person. I'm not good at teaching others. I'm good at sharing what I learned, but I'm not good at teaching. And plus, I don't have the equipment. If you watch the videos, I'm not lucky to have a camera, and I don't have the time to sit and plan a video. And my videos are spontaneous. I'm trying to plan out like a series, but um, and do one every week, but sometimes it doesn't happen. If I don't I I don't know. Like yeah, I mean maybe that's why I don't have many subscribers yet, is because I'm so spontaneous with my videos. I mean obviously it's consistent with what like yarn hauls and book stuff and what I'm making and stuff, but it's not like every say Monday, Wednesday and Friday or every Thursday. It might be on a Tuesday, it might be on like it's whenever I have a moment to myself where I'm not busy. Like today I have work later so I don't do anything in the house. So I can come just hang out until I go pick up my son. Oh, where you going? If you don't mind me asking, I promise. I mean, you don't have to tell me, but I want to go on a 2 week vacation in December while my husband's on vacation from work because it's going to be him and my 3 kids in the house together. So I might have my job switch me from night to day just so I cannot be with them all day because they drive each other crazy. Like when all 3 kids are home alone. 2 week cruise. Ooh, the Caribbean. Oh, have fun. What stops are there going to be down there? Like, are you going to Puerto Rico and what else is in the Caribbean? Dominican Republic and oh my God, I don't even know. The Virgin Islands? All I know is in Caribbean is Puerto Rico because I've been there, and Dominican Republic because that's like right next door. Oh, thank you. No, I don't mind at all. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm still learning the whole YouTube thing. Um, you know, because I had originally started my channel, if you go way back when, as just like a random video thing until I learned like there's themes to channels. sometimes. And then I was like, oh, well, I'll do it as a book channel. And then that kind of just like petered out because I didn't have enough content and it was just like too much stress to be like, okay, well, I don't have publishers sending me stuff. And, I don't read fast enough to be like, oh, well, here's 5 books I want to read in 2 weeks. And then I realized, like, well, recently, like, well, I could do a crochet channel and a book channel and kind of hope for the best. Why? Oh my God, why? Why would you not go on shore and like visit? Oh my God, I would love it. Are you like, I went to one year with my parents. Every year growing up as a kid in high school, we went to Puerto Rico for Christmas because I have family there. And it was, I think it was like 21, 22. No, it was after I was after because I had met my husband. And a friend of mine had came after we had already been. She came for New Year's. And we went to, they call it Coffin Island. And I'm afraid of boats just because I've seen the Titanic. And even though it's not like a far ride, it's like a ferry type ride. And I'm afraid of the ocean. Uh, I loved going. Like I was like, I need to get off. Well, I anxiety about being on the boat, but once I got off the boat, I was fine. So I don't think I could do a cruise. I think I would definitely have anxiety for a cruise. Oh, but do you like at least get off and stay at the like? I guess I'm sure like wherever they dock that there's places to go within like that area because like shops and things like on the port. I guess I mean I see how just being on the cruise is fun. Just being out on the ocean and I would love if I did if uh, I didn't have anxiety about water. Um, I've never been on a cruise except for like ferry rides or like um, if I didn't have the anxiety about being on an open ocean, then I probably would want to go on a cruise one day. But I know I wouldn't enjoy myself because I have the whole anxiety about open water and sharks and stuff like that. Yeah, like you don't even have to like if they have excursions off the um you know off the port or the dock or the I don't know what they call them. But I mean just being you're a tourist, so you be a tourist. You don't have to go do these walks or excursions. It's about really just seeing, soaking up the surroundings of where you're at. Oh, so there are some places you actually really can't leave the boat, which that's fine. It's fine. Which is sad because you're on this cruise to go to these places and you don't actually sometimes you can't physically get to go, but you get to see it from even a distance. And I'm sure like everybody comes back with stories. So I mean, you're there, you're just not physically there. It's still fun. Yes, like little seaside shops. I have this urge to go to one day I'll get there. Like I guess Maine, like upstate. to like the little coastal areas. And I have an urge to go to uh what is it? Um Salem, and I'm weird. I have the urge to go to Romania, and I want to go to England. I'll get there one day after my kids are grown and I have riches and money to spend. Oh, well, that's the point of the yarn community. Where the point is to um, boost each other up and support each other. It's really funny because where like I don't have anybody within like life that crochets or knits, and my mom did it obviously, but she's older now and she can't do it. Um, and so there's nobody I can like physically sit down with and like knit or crochet. Well, for me, crochet now because I kind of gave up on knitting because it's slow. And I have a friend who's like, "Oh, I want you to teach me," and she went like her daughter was went to AC Moore down where in the neighborhood, and she showed me. She's like, "I bought the Premier Velvet yarn," and she's like, "I want you to teach me." And I was thinking that is the worst yarn you could have bought to start with, but whatever. And I'm still waiting for her to call me to be like, "Hey, when are we gonna set this up like a crochet and wine girls night?" But so I don't know if it's just the thought of her doing it. I think I am subscribed to you. Hold on, I'm gonna check real quick because I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed. Yeah. Because any of my subscribers, I subscribe right back. Yeah, I'm subscribed. Yeah. Any subscribe if you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe back to you. That's usually how I do it. Just because I think that's the fair thing to do. Like if you take that time out to subscribe to me, then why shouldn't I subscribe back? It's kind of like the same thing on Instagram. If you follow me, I will follow you back. Even if you're not like, I have people that follow me that are like fitness, uh, that's their thing, fitness or health. And it's always interesting to learn new things. So I'm like, all right, well, you must like something that I'm doing, so I'll follow you back because there's got to be something I like that you're doing. So, I mean, I really like that. I've always watched like the knit and crochet tutorials and videos on YouTube, but I really like that it's becoming more like out there, like more accessible. Is that the word? Like it's more of it to see than what it used to be. And because, like I said, I don't have anybody like physically with me that knits and crochets, except for coworkers. But that's coworkers. Like I don't want to hang out with my coworkers. I see you in work. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but I don't know them that well yet. So it's kind of cool, like on Saturday with Jan, that if I'm not working, I'm watching her live and I'm crocheting, and I'm like, I don't. It's funny because I don't type because I'm crocheting, but I'll talk to the computer or my phone like as if like I'm on a video chat with her, and sometimes my husband goes, "You're not typing what you're saying. You're talking," and she doesn't know what you're saying because she can't hear you. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. And even like sometimes I'll be sitting crocheting and I'll just put on one of her videos just because it's like really for me. It's like I want to say it's like having a surrogate grandma to kind of be around, because my grandma obviously
Sorry,
is
I
not
missed
around.
that.
My Siri just went off. I don't know anybody in Philly from any of the channels that crochets. So I'm all alone here in Philly. I mean, maybe there is somebody, but I think it's because I know I saw a couple, not was it not last this past Saturday before, I was able to make it onto Jan's, and or maybe it was the week before that. And she's like, "Wait, what's going on here?" And they're like, "Oh, we all came over from D." And I thought it was funny. But I've been working these past couple Saturday evenings. So like last Saturday I was about to go to work, and I don't think she saw it, but I jumped in and I was like, "Hey everybody, I'm on my way to work. I just wanted to say hi." But I don't think she saw the comment, because normally she says hi to me and she didn't say hi. But it's fine, whatever. Like, I didn't take offense. I know there was a lot going on at that moment. So, and then I came home that night and I watched the whole video and crocheted, and my husband's like, it's not fun no more because it's not live. And I go, for me it is, because who else is here? There's three people here. Who's the third person? Hold on. Who is here? Why isn't it showing? Oh, I guess it is just me and you. Somebody jumped in and jumped in and jumped out. So yeah, like it's the crochet community has um really taken off. For a while it was more booktube. They call it booktube, was very big, and like the beauty community was very big, but now I think it's all kind of evening out, because now I'm seeing more, a little bit of everything. And I'm really sad that I'm not going to be able to make Jan's live this week because I have work. I work 5 to 9:30. So I'm going to have to watch it. But I'll jump on. I'll try to jump on before I leave for work just to say hi. I love Jan. She's so funny. She's so cute. She is. She's like, she makes me think of like a surrogate grandma. She's so cute. She actually reminds me of my grandma when my grandma was alive. Hopefully, I want to say I'll try to make your live. Um, but I will be in work and I don't know what time my break will be. But when I go on my break, I'll check in to see if you're still live. And if you're not, I'll still put a comment to let you know that I checked it out. If I missed it, then when I come home that later on in the night, I'll watch it and I will comment that I checked it out. She is adorable. She's she's the grandma you want and never had, because your grandma was totally opposite from her. At least in like for younger people. Like, she's the grandma that I would have wanted. I love my grandma. I'm not saying I didn't love my grandma, because I love my grandma. It was my grandma butterfly. We call her grandma butterfly. Um, and she was like the best, but she wasn't like, she wouldn't sit down and crochet with you if you asked her to. But I think Jan would be the type of person like, yeah, come on, let's go. So she's like the because my grandma was a little fireball too, but in a different type of way. Like, she was the grandma that would give you anything you wanted. She was more of like the She helped her. She was the I'm holding the family together type grandma. She was like the matriarch. Oh, sure, I can. This was the I don't, you can't really see it very well. It's the um campfire cardigan, but I changed it a little bit. I did like a single crochet on the sleeves. And I made it longer. So it goes down to, hold on, let me see if I can stand up without falling. It kind of goes down to mid thigh. I just did some acrobatic feats so you can see my cardigan. I actually thought I wasn't going to like it, but I did. My daughter's like, Mom, I don't like it. And I'm like, you're 14. You're not supposed to. This is not for you. This is for me. And it's comfy. I thought it was going to be hot because it's, it's just the worsted weight Stitch Studio yarn. So, like, I thought it was going to be thick and hot, but it's actually not because it's the granny type stitch. Yeah, I didn't want, because I made it in like I made the what is it called, the whatever they are, the shape, octagon, whatever, the squares, not the square, not squares, and for a large. And then I realized when I did it, because I didn't read it pattern all the way through, where it says if you want it wider but don't want to make this rounds, so many rounds, make it for like a medium and then do one side to make the back wider. I didn't see that. So I realized that the sleeves would be, I didn't want, like, they still seem kind of wide. But what I did was I did a round of the granny and then I did like a crochet two together to make it a little bit smaller. And then I just kind of like the way it looks, so I kept going. So Kelly said the same thing because I sent her a picture on Instagram since she was my inspiration to try it. And she said the same thing. She was like, I love those sleeves. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was going to make them longer, but then I'm like, I kind of gave up on it. I didn't give up on it. I kind of was like, all right, I like it the way it is. I just wanted it longer, like duster type length. I'm not a teenager. I'm not. I'm really not. Like I'm not. I'm actually. I wish I was 29. I'm actually older than 29. A lot older. I just look young, but I'm not. I promise I'm not. But my 14-year-old thinks she's my age, and she's not. Oh, okay, I misread it. Yeah, she's like, she actually has really good taste in black. She has her own style. She's always been that way, but I don't know if it was just the. I don't think it's not that she didn't like it. I think it was the way the colors played out because it's not like solid. She likes solid colors. She doesn't like if I had did it all in gray, she probably would have liked it. If I had did it all in blue, she probably would have liked it. But because it's like multicolored, she says it looks funny because of the way the pattern is. I wish I was that young though. Like I'm not old, but I'm not young. But sometimes I feel older than I really am. But then again, oh, is it it might be the weather here in Philly is kind of like rainy and miserable, but uh My 11-year-old likes it, but my 15-year-old didn't like it. But my 11-year-old will like anything I make, and so will my 4-year-old. Like, I actually, this yarn I started a blanket with, and I didn't like the way it was turning out, and because it was like puckering a little bit in the middle, and it was causing it to like curl, like wave, and I didn't want to take it all out, but it was literally big enough for my 4-year-old. So he said, "Could I have that?" I said, "Yeah, here you go." And I said, "Well, what am I going to do with this yarn? Because I have all this yarn now." And I was like, "I know, I'll make the campfire cardigan." So I want to say this is, I'm calling it the campfire cardigan modified. So this is my, oh my god, my keyboard's not working. Oh, all right. Oh, I hate laundry. You want to come do mine? Yes, definitely, definitely. I'll try to come on again, and I do appreciate that you're gonna give me a shout out, and I will try to jump on when you're live. Um, enjoy your trip, have fun, catch a suntan. Um, all right. Well, I'm glad you stopped in, and thank you, and enjoy your cruise. And when you get back, we'll chat. I'm about to sign off too because I don't think anybody else is going to jump in. So I will talk to you later, and try to don't do too much before the cruise. Don't do too much work because then you'll be tired the next, tomorrow. Do your packing, rest, maybe some laundry, rest, some crochet, rest. All right, have fun. I think I'm going to sign off too. So I will see you guys later, whomever sees this. Um, so I will try to pop on again live. So have a good rest of your Thursday. Bye.